currently am the president of the Coldwell Banker Company, and you're going to hear from a couple of other past presidents of the Coldwell Banker Company. But for the time that you've been with me, and I've been with you, and we've had some times in between where we weren't together, it's amazing the energy that you bring into the office, the energy you can bring to the company. I want to let you all know, and you all know this already, Michele is one of the most generous people you will ever meet. She says to me all the time, if you'd like me to speak to an agent, if you'd like me to speak at an office meeting, she's there, and she's always giving her time, and I appreciate that so much, Michele. Now, I want to talk a little bit about a couple of Michele's accomplishments. I think it's important that you know she is the recipient of our Coldwell Banker Premier Award, which is awarded to the top 1% of approximately 94,000 agents internationally. Wow. That deserves it. She also has ranked #1 in Bergen County as the #1 agent for the past 18 years. #1 agent for the Coldwell Banker Company for 14 consecutive years. So, I want you all to raise a glass to Michele. I get to do the first toast. Michele, thank you, for being part of this company, and for bringing all of these people together tonight. You are truly exceptional. Here's to you. I would like to introduce Maureen Passerini, who is our Senior Executive Vice President for NRT of the Eastern Seaboard and Northeast regions, and a very good friend of Michele's and mine. Maureen.
And I am so happy to be here tonight to say a few words about Michele and her outstanding achievements. I have known Michele since 1998. And year after year, I've consistently been amazed at what she has been able to accomplish. Michele's success is especially unusual, considering she entered real estate as her second career later in life. I'm not saying the age.
That's all right, I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. For Michele, being second isn't an option, as either for herself or her clients. She does whatever it takes to achieve her goals and the goals of all of you in this room today, her buyers and her sellers. But her success and that of her clients hasn't come without personal sacrifices from Michele and especially her family, some who couldn't have been here tonight. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank her husband, Bob. For the generosity of their spirit in sharing and supporting Michele all this time. And during these past several years, Michele has been honored by her peers and various organizations for her achievements. Just a few. Lore Magazine and the Wall Street Journal have named her as one of the top 100 real estate professionals in the United States. And since 1998, she has either been gold or at the platinum level in the New Jersey Association of Realtors, and very few people can say that. Congratulations. Michele, it's been my pleasure to work with you, and I applaud you for your commitment to excellence. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Bruce Seth, who is the President and CEO of the parent company of Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage, New Jersey, NRT, LLC. Bruce.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Maureen. Michele, over $1 billion. Let me tell you a little story about Michele. When I first met Michele 14 years ago, well, it was 1998. Michele had some difficulties with math sometimes, but that's okay. But anyway, 14, 16, It was February 1998,
We know.
and Joe Murphy and I were in the ballroom of what was then the Lowe's in Teaneck. It's now the Marriott. And we were getting ready to announce Coldwell Banker's acquisition of Murphy Better Homes and Gardens. And Joe and I are in this big ballroom getting ready for the announcement and everything else. And only as Michele could do, she ran through the ballroom, sought out Joe Murphy, ran up to him because she wanted to find out what was really going on. And before she could say anything, she looks at me and she says, "Who is he?" Well, he was me, and our relationship has been an extremely close one ever since then. You know, one thing about Michele, and I know everybody in this room knows Michele pretty well, is she always knows what to say. She always knows what to do. And as difficult as a situation may be, as difficult as a negotiation may be, you know you're going to be okay with Michele. So Michele, you are the ultimate professional, and we salute you. But way beyond Michele's real estate career is what she does for her community. Michele constantly gives. In fact, Michele led an extraordinary event several years ago where she got together all the Coldwell Banker New Jersey sales associates and the managers to contribute to Gilda's Club. Gilda Radner was very dear to Michele. She loved Gilda. And as we all know, she fell victim to cancer. And we led through Michele to raise over $500,000 for the Gilda's Club, which now has a center in Hackensack, Gilda's Place, for cancer victims to help them through this dreadful disease. And it was because of Michele's insight, her vision, and her commitment that this center was made possible, and we congratulate you for that. So that's Michele. But in ending, Michele has had and will continue to have an extraordinary career in real estate because she's a people person. 1,200 homes have been sold through Michele, representing over $1 billion in sales volume. In fact, over the last 18 years, Michele has averaged 52 homes a year that have been sold through Michele. That's one a week. An extraordinary feat. And someone just a couple of years ago had a sales year of $93 million. Congratulations, Michele. Michele, you truly are the best of the best. And you are truly the real estate professional. But most importantly than anything else, you're a very close friend. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michele Kolsky-Assatly, my dear friend.
Someone like me that likes to talk, you're going to find this hard to believe. I am a nervous wreck. Maureen, 1988, I was 46 years old. We sold our clothing stores, Ruth and I, who you're going to meet in a minute. And as I stand here today, I know that I made a good decision. Sharing this evening with my wonderful clients and friends and being able to work for a company that I love, I think I have fulfilled a dream, and I'm honored that you are all here tonight. Before I introduce you to both my Coldwell Banker team and my personal team, I want to tell you about one client in particular. In 1999, Alan Weingarten from American Properties called to ask me to sell a $196,000 house that was a construction house for the Cross Creek townhouses in Englewood. Absolutely nothing was functional in the house, and after personally making sure that it became a home again, I miraculously sold it. Alan was so pleased that he said someday he would have something really fabulous for me to
to sell. 6 years later, when Alan and his partner Randy Chick, who is here tonight, asked me to list and sell 11 spec houses at the Demarest Country Club, the prices ranged from $4 to $12 million per house, and after successfully completing that project, he called on me again for the 36 townhouses here at Alpine Country Club. Of these, my son Michael and I completed our last sale 3 months ago. I want to give a special thank you to Alan Weingarten, Randy, and Paul Chick for giving Coldwell Banker and myself $211 million worth of business on a $196,000 house. There are so many here who have been part of my success. The top builders in all of New Jersey happen to be here tonight. And the lawyers who have kept every deal together with me screaming and crying on the phone. They're all here, and we're all still good friends. I thank you all for the multiple transactions and for your loyalty, your trust, and the opportunity to work with you. Of course, my success is not singular. There is a team in the background standing in both our corporate headquarters and my office in Fort Lee. I would love to tell you about the people who just spoke and some of the other members of NRT. I'd like to acknowledge Bruce Ziff. Although Bruce oversees the 685 Coldwell Banker offices nationwide, he also is responsible for overseeing the NRT Sotheby's International Realty and the Kaufman Group. Bruce is one person who has been with me since Coldwell Banker purchased Murphy. I cherish his friendship, his guidance, his constant support, a great mentor, and a dear friend. Maureen Passerini, she is fabulous. Maureen is just outstanding, and she's achieved some amazing accomplishments for Coldwell Banker and has been with me from the very beginning. I've known Hal Maxwell for 24 years. He's a problem solver, and I can count on him no matter what. He's genuine, and he's one of the strongest people in the real estate industry. Juan Rivera, my photographer and video man, my nice, young, handsome manager. He is part of our team now in Fort Lee, and I am forever grateful. Thank you. My son, Michael. Michael has worked with me for the last, where is Michael? Michael has worked with me for the last 6 years, and much of the business that we've done in the last 6 years is because of Michael. He is the hardest working and best real estate agent in his age group. Not to be confused with the older version standing here before you. Seriously, it's not easy working with your mother if her name is Michele. And my poor husband, Bob, who has never had a home-cooked meal in 24 years that I've been selling real estate, and who has listened to me have 3 phone conversations at the same time until 11 p.m. most nights of the week. Actually, his name is St. Bob because nobody else would put up with him. I have had an incredibly and extremely rewarding career, and there are so many of you who have been part of this amazing journey with me. With all my heart, thank you for your encouragement. I can't cry, I have false eyelashes. Thank you for your trust. And thank you for celebrating with me tonight. Thank you so much. I forgot the most important people. Let's go backwards. Let's talk about the corporate. I'm feeling better now. I was nervous. Nick Fears, the money man. He's the one that pays the bills from NRT. Where is Nick? Have to be very nice to Nick. Mark Dowman, Vice President. He's our legal counsel. He keeps all of us out of jail, both myself, Michael, and our clients. David Schoner, Vice President of Coldwell Banker New Homes. He's fabulous. And by the way, we have the largest new homes division in the entire country. And thank you so much to the awesome marketing team. Chris Clark, Gina Grossman, Elizabeth Stenman, Bernadette Sheehan, Sherry Nowak, my party girl tonight, Ronnie Boyles, and Kevin. Thank you for your wonderful support. And this is the best part, and how embarrassed if this didn't happen. I'd never be anywhere without my personal team. Ruth Brown has been with me for over 30 years. She was my partner at Michelle's Place and ran the business end of our retail stores. After I got my real estate license, Ruth came back to run the business end of my real estate world. After more than 30 years, we still disagree on most everything, and Ruth is usually right. True. Jennifer, where's Jennifer? Here. Oh, God. Jennifer Etter, my wonderful showing assistant. Jennifer came into my life 2 years ago, and after many before her, I could not believe my good fortune that I found someone who can show everything like it's a 24-karat gold piece of jewelry, even a boarded-up, abandoned property in foreclosure.
It's all being clean.
I practiced this so many times, I can't believe I missed a page.
Continue.
No, then the rest of it was about Michael and Bob, and then I said thank you.
It was perfect.